the 1, 10, 100, and the 100 million campaign. So for these campaigns, I'd like to invite on stage Shri Murali Bukkapatnam Sir, Chairman, Global Board of Trustee, TiE, and also Shri A.J. Patel, founder of TiE Global, Pioneers of Venture Capital. I request Shri A.J. Patel and Shri Murali Bukkapatnam Sir to kindly join us for the campaign launch of 1, 10, 100 and 100 million campaign. I would also like to request Shri Murali Sir to please present a memento from our end to Shri A.J. Patel. I would also request our visitors to mark their presence with a round of applause during moments like welcome. Thank you.
Madan, can you come onto the stage? I will be doing a great injustice of talking about 1, 10, 100 without on the stage. So, Swati, with your permission, I want my friend Madan onto the stage. If you can have one more chair here.
Sure, sir. We'd like to welcome Madan sir on stage for the campaign launch.
No, I mean, Swati, once again, thank you. So, friends, you just heard the MSME conversation, which I had the privilege of hosting, two fantastic gentlemen, right? And we signed an MOU with the AP government, both with the TiE Vizag and the TiE Hyderabad. So I just wanted to set a bit of a context. So when Madan comes onto the stage, maybe Madan, you walk, and you and I will stand together and set the context, how this all came together, and then we'll hand it over to AJ, then he will talk about it, and then we both can get off the stage. When did you do your Bangalore TGS? 2024?
Exactly 400 days ago.
400.
400 days ago that we convened in Bangalore.
So before that 400 days, there's a lot of preparatory work which has to happen. So me and Madan were traveling together at an airport at about 11 in the night, right? We were at the airport grabbing a coffee. And then I just instigated Madan, we need to do something from an impact point of view. So then Madan suddenly said, Murali, I have this number, 1, 10, 100,000. What can we do about it? Then I remember Kanwal always talking about creating million entrepreneurs. He always, wherever Kanwal went and spoke, gave lecture, Kanwal always said 1 million entrepreneurs, 1 million entrepreneurs. So then I instigated Madan. So Madan, can we do something about 1 million entrepreneurs? So then Madan, in his usual style, I want you to take over and tell you what is his usual style.
Thank you, Murali, and good afternoon, everybody. It all begins with a name, and if the name is inspiring enough, it will communicate what we have to do. So we said, let's do this 1, 10, 100. There are, of course, several manifestations of that 1, 10, 100. But the idea clearly was, how do we unleash the power of 1 million entrepreneurs through the TiE network, right? Can we then get to the 10 can we then have these entrepreneurs create 10 million jobs, right? And if each of these MSMEs or small businesses can create 10 jobs locally, can that contribute to $100 billion in economic value in the span of the next 5 years, was the mission that we thought about. Again, huge kudos to Kanwal, who continues to inspire us to say TiE is about impact. And we said, if we can galvanize all the chapters across the world and to create this economic value and jobs growth in India, that is when we can say, listen, we moved the needle, especially with the power of TiE that we have.
So Madan, I took that cue, and in the month of March, at a global level, we launched this 1, 10, 100. So where we want to create 1 million entrepreneurs, and each entrepreneur creating a 10 million jobs and creating $100 billion of economic value. And what we did, was I must congratulate, not because of it is my home chapter. TiE Hyderabad was the first chapter to sign an MOU, and I want to give a big round of applause to the TiE Hyderabad leadership there. Can we please? So they signed the MOU with the Telangana government first to create the $100 billion of economic value with the local MSMEs. Now I must thank Andhra Pradesh government to come forward and said that now we will create and we will put where the money is, where we are talking, and we will shortlist the MSMEs to scale those MSMEs to create that $100 billion of economic value, and thereby creating the 10 million jobs in next 5 years. So now we have about 6 different state governments coming online and working with the TiE to create this $100 billion of economic value and creating 10 million jobs in 1-10-100. And Madan, with that, I want you to please take the chair. And AJ, now you heard us how we are creating this 1-10-100. And I know that you and Harish Bhai, along with few of other like-minded individuals, are trying to change the employment, in India, and how you are going about it. You are trying to work with an ASCOM. And I want you to please take 10 minutes to talk about this mission and empower all of us. Okay. And by the way, it is not very common for me to share the stage with the founder of TiE himself. So I'm very, very privileged.
We are all TiE. I'm going to try and keep this in 10 minutes. And if you don't mind, when I sit, I feel that I'm in prison. I'm also going to stand because this caged up energy needs some movement. All right, so listen, guys. TiE was successful because the timing for launching TiE was right, and there were a lot of successful, dedicated people like Kanwal, Suhash, and all these guys that joined in, and we really put a lot of effort, and that's where we are here today. But suddenly now we are realizing that there is a change coming in this world. You're having AI come in. So we are shifting from IT to AI. And we also realized that we have focused for 33 years on creating entrepreneurs. And the byproduct of that has been job creation. But then when you look at India, and I'll give you a few points of what has been going on in the world for now, is that we are the highest populated country in the world today. And my good friend, if he's here, Navneet Chuk, gave me some info this morning when I was talking to him, that we have 900 million people that are between age 16 to 65. And he asked me, how many of them do you think are gainfully employed? And you know what? I told him maybe 300. He laughed at me and said, recorded people on actual payroll are 60 million. Out of 840 million, who some are in farming and stuff, creating their own jobs, but 300 million women are unemployed, and the 300 million are part-time jobbers or being exploited and taken advantage of. So job creation is a big thing in this country, and with AI, which will probably disrupt a lot of the current jobs, we have decided that it's time for us to focus on job creation as not as a byproduct, but equally important product of what we need to do. So with that in mind, I'll tell you what we are planning and how we are planning to do it. But after that, I'll tell you why we are trying to do it. Okay. Right now, we have a few steps that we have planned. The very first step is to understand the exact position of jobs in this country. So it is data gathering, not only at central or state level, but also at district level. Also to identify which districts have the potential for job creation. So for example, to simplify it, I say that the country has to work together as one, not just Rajasthan state or Gujarat or anybody else. What you look at is that if the climate is right for growing oranges. Would you grow apples there? And right now, at the speed at which we have to move, if we are going to catch up or even get anywhere close to China and USA, we don't have time to build an ecosystem in Rajasthan to support what is already existing in some other state. So the country has to start thinking as one and say, where is the potential of what we need to move fast forward and create jobs, and focus on that area. And if Rajasthan has some strength here, then maybe Gujarat and Haryana have to combine and say, let's help that, because this is where we can actually create this industry, because they already have the infrastructure. I mean, look at the example in the US. For example, why did Facebook or Meta move to Silicon Valley? Because Silicon Valley had the infrastructure and, for the lack of better words, I would say the fertile ground on which they could germinate. Okay? So, data gathering, collecting and identifying opportunities is one. Then we also have to look at the areas in which we want to grow. Do we have the skilled labor force needed? So training in skills for that labor force to fill the void that we feel that is existing is another area we are going to focus on. Other area where TiE comes in and we are partners in this thing is because you need capital and you need the business community to get involved. Once opportunity is identified, they come in and bring what's needed. And the final one, I would say the second last, would be that we need policy changes in the country. I was almost trying to wonder what was being said about GST here, the levels of GST you have. And when me and Kanwal were talking about it, Kanwal told me if you are selling a certain kind of atta, your GST rate is different than if you are selling another kind of atta. We need to simplify all these damn things if we are going to get to where we want to go. Okay? And that is going to be a big effort. But one of the reasons why this is not under TiE, even though I am involved in it, okay, is because we need not only TiE, but this is a partnership with NASCOM already, but we need to bring FICCIs and the CIIs and everybody together on the same plate and say, look, this is India first. Okay? And that's what is needed in order for us to grow fast. For example, if you think we are growing, I don't know how many of you have looked at statistics. If the British left us with 2% of the global economy, GDP, of global GDP, how much do you think is out there today? We are at about 3.8%. Okay? So we are not growing fast enough. It always feels like other countries are running a 100-meter race on a 100-meter course, but in our country, we are running that same race on a 100-meter hurdle course. Okay? We need to get rid of those hurdles. And that comes when we build a partnership among all of us, and all of you take part in it and be interested. Now, some other things we have done also is that we need also to increase the global exposure of our countries. Don't just think of USA, and already USA has proved that it can't be a trusted partner, or the Western world. There is Africa, there is South America. How can we penetrate that? In fact, one good thing that has happened is we are all over the world. So we already have identified the 100 topmost industrialists in Africa. Okay, we have actually written, we have not published yet, but a 112-page profile book of each one of them. And we are doing a seminar. This will actually be our 6th one. I've been involved, by the way, in Africa. The 6th seminar in Cape Town, where our goal is to bring some of this 100 there, bring some of the major industry from here there, and try and get our commerce minister of South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, all of them there, and put them on stage and say, look, here are you guys, and here are the business people that want to work. Please simplify the laws so that they can proceed. Because we do need, if we are going to create 100 million jobs in 10 years, we do need global presence of our companies. Okay? And again, I had my 10 minutes. I hope that I've been able to pass the message in the 10 minutes.
Thank you,
Thank you very much.
No, thank you, AJ. So I have a question for you, AJ. So in this particular mission of yours of creating 100, who are your partners to enable this mission of ours. Thank you, Madan. Really appreciate it. Yes, thank you. Mission of ours of creating 100 million jobs. Who are the partners?
So coming
Should we
here
have
first,
them on?
NASCOM is already there, and if possible, Harish Mehta, please, you and Yasit Rajawat come on stage.
Harish Bhai and Nitish, can you come onto the stage,
Okay.
please?
By the way, one of the things that I pointed out was that when we came to India, TiE came to India, NASCOM was a catalyst. Our first two presidents were Saurabh Srivastava and Harish Mehta in Delhi and Bombay. And I asked these people at TiE, what have you done together since then? This is for all of us, not for each organization on its own. So the reason why, again, I told you this is not under TiE is because we want to involve everybody. So here are my partners.
Harish Bhai.
We'll sit. Come.
You wanted to say? The 100 million mission is a startup, so I'll give an elevator pitch in one phrase: Jai Entrepreneur. Thank you.
So, AJ, so thank you once again for driving this and bringing multiple organizations together under one umbrella. As you said, let's put the India first, let's put the entrepreneur first. And Harish Bhai, I will end this with saying that Jai Entrepreneur. Jai Entrepreneur.
And my plea to all of you is that each one of you really can play a role. Okay, you can all make a difference. So please focus on this. Keep that India first.
And all the entrepreneurs who want to create jobs, please reach out and let us all together create this 100 million jobs for India in the next coming few years. Yeah, that's yours. No, that's yours.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, for sharing that audacious but very, very necessary campaign with us all. Entrepreneurs ki jai ho! Indeed. We look forward to this campaign being super successful. And I think the stage has given us a lot of hope, a lot of direction, and also taught us the power of conversations.